These stretches are shown for order and concept of form. When you're actually doing these stretches, they should be held for 15 to 20 seconds each. Okay, this is going to be our stretching video. So this is how we stretch kids before each class. This is for everybody, level 1 through level 15. It doesn't matter. It's just your stretches will be better, okay? Sit down, straddle. Point your toes. Put your hands up. Reach all the way down in front of you. Your goal is to try to get your belly to the floor. If you can put your belly and your face on the floor, exceptional. But the most important thing is looking at her legs are straight, her toes are pointed. Also, when her toes are pointed, point your toes and lean your feet toward me. More. That's what a lot of people do, and that's wrong. So her feet are turned out. Do it right now. And that's how they should be. Now, hands up. Go to your left side. All the way down. So when you're doing this, you should try to pull into your feet. Try to bend your arms and get your elbows to the floor. Bend your arms. Pull them, pull them, pull them, pull them. Okay, so she can't do it all the way, but that's your goal. So your goal is to pull your heel and get your elbows to the floor. So hands up. Now we're doing this from bare nothing. She has not stretched and warmed up, so that's why she's not super stretched right now. Go to your right side. Same thing. She grabs her heel, and she should be bending her arms and trying to put her elbows to the floor. So that's the goal. Okay, pike, hands up, feet together, point your toes. Great, grab your toes. So from the side, you can see that her legs are not bent. They're straight, and she's grabbing underneath the sides of her shoes. Now, same position, try to bend your elbows and get your elbows to the floor. So that's what you want to try to do while you're doing your pike, okay? Now, from this position, you're going to put your hands on one side of you. Swing your feet to the other way, and push your belly down to the floor. Good, and push up, look at the ceiling. Good, so you see her back stretching, her feet should be together. Now look over your left shoulder, look over your right shoulder, look straight up, sit back. So you want to sit all the way back in a cat stretch, and now you want to invert your hands, palms on the floor, fingers facing you, and put your belly back down and do the same thing. Belly down on the floor, belly down on the floor. Look up, good. Look over your left, look over your right, straight up. Now sit back how you were a second ago. Perfect. So when you're doing this, your hands should still be flat on the floor. Put your hands flat and sit up more to do it. Now, sit back without your hands lifting. Right there. Now, when you start feeling that stretch in your wrist, that's how you stretch your wrist. Now, sit back all the way and let your hands come up. That's incorrect because she's not stretching the wrist anymore. So you want to sit back as far as you can with your hands still flat. Now, turn your hands over. Good. Now, if you can't put your belly down, you don't. If you can't support the weight, but we like everyone to put their bellies down, push up, just like the normal stretches you previously did. Now, from this position, put your hands flat like the first stretch, put your left leg in front of you and lunge into it. So from this position, notice her foot is in front of her face. Put your foot back, Kristen. That is incorrect, and that's what a lot of people are doing. So put your foot in front of your face. Your hand should be on the inside of your leg, and you should be leaning forward, stretching your front hamstring. Now, from that position, you're going to straighten out your lead leg, keep your bottom high, and put your hands on both sides of your legs. And now straight down into a split. Again, she hasn't stretched, so she's not quite up to par with her splits right now, but they're good enough. So if you can, in that position, lift your hands straight up in the air. That's the split. Okay, now from there, put your leg in, switch, and put your other leg in front and lunge into it. Again, her hands stay in the inside of her leg, and she's leaning into it, stretching her hamstring. From there, she shifts back, straightens out her leg, hands on both sides, and slides down to her split, points her toes, and then from there, she lifts her hands up if she can. Perfect. And then from there, she stands up, does a double lunge. Good. She's pushing. She's grabbing the inside of her thighs, and her fingers are facing down, and she's pushing them back toward that wall. Okay, now from that position, you can lean an elbow forward. And then the other one, you stretch your shoulders that way. Now from there, straighten out your legs. Do not move your feet and touch the floor. Try to keep your hands flat. Now from there, try to shimmy your legs out and go down to your elbows. Your elbows are there, and that's a pretty good split. Now from there, we're going to sit back on your bottom. Invert your feet into your pike. Lay down, push up to a bridge. So now from the bridge, you're going to lift one leg up, point it to the ceiling. Now you should look at your foot. So she pulls her head in, she can see her toe, puts it down, lifts up her other foot, puts it up to the ceiling. Now she puts it down. She's going to put her legs straightened together on the floor and push into her shoulders. And now from here, we're going to walk in and kick over if you can. If you can't, kick back over to your front walkover, just to your, good. So if you can't, you're just going to, from there, sit down, grab your knees into your chest, and roll up and down. This is called your rock and roll. So we want to try to do 3 of these, and then stand up. Stand up. Perfect. And we're done. That is our stretch.